How are you ding-dong diddly doing there? Gamerinos! Hope you're having a flanderific day. Hey there, Otto. Thank you for stopping on in and being patient. Since you're not really used to the whole 20-minute wait deal like Slicks, I decided that I would go through and, make the wait a little bit better for you. So I want to start off this episode by saying I missed something, just a little something, on the YouTube channel. Just a little tiny something. Jedi Master Jake, who sucks lemons, makes a good point, is a clip of mine that I posted that it did all right, like the first couple days that it was up. But I hadn't monitored it after the first couple of days, and yeah, we're at 4,580 views and 139 likes on that clip. So thank you, YouTube crowd, for that. I'm sorry I wasn't vigilant enough to have caught that earlier. Really appreciate that. Yeah, some good shit. It was a pretty spicy clip, I gotta admit. If I do say so myself. Oh, what? It does say cleaned. Yeah. Yeah. But that sounds so scary, though. I guess, yes. We're just gonna say yes. It'll be fine. Because we've already cleaned the other two. 3. I can count. How are you doing, Otto, if I haven't already asked? Oh, there's your response. It's all good, man. I'm just chilling. Alright. Good to hear. Yeah. Very exciting. Feel like there was something else I was gonna bring up. I can't remember at the moment. So, if I think of it, I'll let you know. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I uploaded a new batch of clips today, everyone.
Good news, everyone! I uploaded a bunch of new clips that you should go watch immediately and give a like and a thumbs up.
Oh, that's same thing. Give it a like and watch it, and then watch it again, and then get your grandma to watch it and get her to leave a like on it. Just beat Paper Mario and the Thousand-Year Door like just before you started You were streaming? I know I missed it yesterday, but I was like, you started like 2 hours ago by the time I had got home, so I was like, I'm not too surprised that I didn't make that one, but oh, okay, you weren't streaming. Good. I was gonna say, I must be blind as fuck. Because for you to have completed a whole ass game, like, I don't know, I guess you could have got pretty far in that one 2-hour stream. At least I think it was 2 hours. It was a 2-hour-old notification when I got home. Oh! But yeah, I've got a good feeling that, these clips that I've got are gonna do pretty good. Because 2 of them I would classify as comedy gold, and the other just has the word "The Acolyte" in it, so... or it says "Crapolite," to be fair, so I think that's gonna, like, give it even more. Tried streaming yesterday, but internet was crappy. Oh, so you didn't even really stream yesterday. Okay, so I didn't miss anything. For like 10 minutes? Okay. You should have streamed Paper Mario. I think that's pretty popular on Twitch right now, if I'm not mistaken. Then again, it could have been just because I saw RT Games play it. You need a cat. Oh, right. Right. Yeah, forgot about that. Okay, well, I am looking forward to it. And hopefully you will be streaming, not tomorrow, but on the Tuesday. Because I will be here and fully available. I've got a feeling tomorrow is going to be a little rough. Because I'm going to probably be at the other location, most likely. And from what I understand, just nothing good happens over there. You know, no one's ever come back from there and has been like, yeah, worked at the other location. It's always been like, oh god. I've been there for 18 hours, or, oh god. It's just a disgusting place, since it, you know, was abandoned for so long before we got it. Or the company got it. The company. Speaking of just the word, the company, has anyone, oh, I guess by anyone, I mean Otto, well, I mean, I don't know, if someone has made it this far into the YouTube video and is listening to me, hello, you can feel free to respond to this question as well. Have you seen a show called, Taboo? That was a good show. It was a weird show, but it was good. It was on FX, and it was like, it kind of took place during the Revolutionary War, I believe. And it was in, or wait, no, I think it would have been before the Revolutionary War, because the East India Trading Company, that's the company, like, they were a major power and were kind of their own little government at the time. So probably 1600s, if I had to guess, just based on my historical knowledge. Anyway, it's about this dude, and he's like presumed dead on this like shipwreck, but then he like washes ashore, but like he's got this weird connection with his, I can't remember if it's his actual sister or if it's his stepsister, but like, oh yeah, it's an old one. It's an old show. Or it takes place a long time ago, and I guess it is an old show. It was from like maybe 2013, 2014, 15, 16, somewhere around in there. But yeah, him and his either stepsister or full-on sister just have this, like, romantic thing going on, which is weird. Like, they, really going on. Like, bow chicka chicka wow wow going on. Like, almost every episode. Okay, but anyway, this guy, the main character who has the thing for his sister, like, he would just, like, go around to people and he'd be like, I have a use for you. And then he would, like, get all these people together and they would go up against the company somehow. In various ways. And, yeah. No, it was a really, really good show. Would highly recommend. Well, at least from what I remember. I was pretty into it. Not as much as he was into his sister, but, you know. Quality show. from what I remember. I could probably go back and watch it, and who knows. It may have aged terribly, but I remembered being really excited for it, because, like, it was just exciting, and you never knew what this guy was gonna do next. And honestly, if you're gonna do a historical timepiece, like, the East India Trading Company is such a good bad guy for your story. Like big props there. Like, I don't know how historically accurate it was. Like I said, I don't remember, but yeah, may have to go back and watch that show, since the Lord knows most news shows that come out are trash. Maybe not as trash as The Acolyte, but you know, a lot of them are not very good. That's why I've kind of given up on Netflix. It's just like, ugh, they'll just let anyone have a show, right? Well, Taboo, you can start there. Tell me what you think of it. I'm not gonna... The ending was awesome. The ending was awesome, and it was kind of a cliffhanger, and we never got a Season 2 to it, even though I really wanted a Season 2, because the fucking ending, bro. But again, I'm not gonna spoil it, but let me tell you, how... Oh, I don't know. I just watched it when it was on... see... Otto, I know what you're talking about, and I know what I'm talking about for all those people who don't. See, back in the day, we used to have the TV, right? But the TV wasn't set up to Netflix or your Xbox. Well, it may have been set up to your Xbox or PlayStation. But, yeah, you used to watch TV on the TV. And there would be, like, ads and shit. It was crazy. Crazy. Wild stuff. I mean... That's going back even further, but yeah, I remember the antenna. And then the fucking TV would go all, like, weird, and then you'd have to go and, like, jiggle the antenna, or move it around in a different spot. People don't know the struggle of that, Otto. It's wild to me. These people, these kids are spoiled. Spoiled rotten. And then if the, like, TV went out for whatever reason, like there was a bad storm or something, and you'd lose, like, cable, and it was like, ah, shit. And then if you were, like, trying to watch a football game or a baseball game or something, and that happened, you'd have to whip out the radio. Which I'm not even gonna get into that, because they don't know what the TV is before it was just, like, for streaming and like, gaming. Oh, jeez, how am I gonna explain the radio? Oh, it gives extra channels, okay. But you don't have to, like, jiggle the antenna, though, every once in a while. If, like, the picture goes out, right? Oh, okay, alright. I never liked when that happened. That was so annoying, because with football, like baseball, you could follow what's going on with the radio. But for me, it was difficult to follow what was going on, like for football. Walk. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, little PSA, little service announcement for y'all. I thought that if you would, like, put sparkling water, like, out, you left it out and you tried to get all the carbonation out of it as best you could, that it would just taste like normal water. That is not the case. It's really not. I got this fancy sparkling water, right? And it was like, it's tangerine and ginger flavored. And I was like, okay, this sounds kind of awesome, but I hate sparkling water. So I was like, alright, I'll just go ahead, I'll pour it into a cup, I'll kind of stir it up a bit, and set it down real hard to try getting all the carbonation out of it, and leave it sit for hours, and I did. And it still has that disgusting fucking taste. This is sparkling water, not pure, delicious water. It makes me sad. Because... it's flat, yeah. Yeah, I mean... It's what I wanted, I guess. Just regular-ass water. But with some flavor to it. Because we got rid of all the vitamin water at work, and it makes me sad, because vitamin water was my new obsession. I was like, this is perfect. There's not a whole lot of sugar in it, and it tastes delicious, and it's just water. But, sounds gross, should have just had it fresh from the can, but I don't like it. It somehow is better flat. It's better than just opening it and drinking it with all the carbonation in it, but it still has that I don't know, the tainted taste. I can taste it. It's a weird aftertaste. I don't like it.
I miss you, vitamin water.
I'm the only person who's missing vitamin water. Tell you that much. But it's so good. It's just perfect. I'm gonna get fucking diabetes, I swear. Just all the lemonade and the quote unquote Minute Maid juice, which is just sugar water. It does, but I'd have to pay for it. I was getting it on the free, man. On the free. Yeah. Yeah. Now you see what I'm talking about. My favorite was the orange one. It's honestly the reason I got this tangerine ginger. Yeah, kinda. Not really. We got rid of all the vitamin water, and we got a couple different drinks to replace it. Well, I mean, they didn't sell well, and no one liked them but me. It's I don't know, I just can't drink super sugary shit all the time, but at the same time, I can't just have plain ass water. It's gotta have some flavor. We would have kept it in business. I'm glad to hear you're a fan of vitamin water. What's your favorite flavor, Otto? And I swear to God, if you say the fuck, what is it? It was super weird. The white chocolate raspberry. Gonna be what the hell, man? It was bizarre. It was like drinking chocolate, but it wasn't chocolate, and it didn't have any sugar in it, but I don't know. The acai blueberry one, yeah, that one's good. That's my second favorite. They have that one at the Subway. Not the white chocolate raspberry, yeah. Oh, nice. Oh, very nice, very nice. I do like that money. One of these days, I am going to get a paycheck from Twitch. One day. I can't wait. Burb. There will come a day where I will get a check from Twitch, but it is not this day. Plus 100 points if you get that reference. I wish Slicks was here. He'd get that reference. Yeah, this man is over here texting me at work. Like,
Oh, Ultra, do you want to go ahead and, like, stream some...
some Risk of Rain 2 here in a little bit? And I'm like, in a little bit? Do you mean like 5 to 6 hours? I'm over here at work. God dang. Just rubbing it in. Well, tomorrow is my Friday. And yeah, super excited. I got a ton of cool albums I've got set aside. Cause it was like a 3-year anniversary over at the record store. So, of course, I gotta like get a lot of cool stuff and yeah. I don't even remember all what I have set aside, just because, like, I was kind of, I don't know, unable to really look through it that much this week, because it was mostly just me there at the shop alone, so I couldn't, like, because normally if the other guy is there, I can just go over for, like, a couple minutes and say hi, take a look at what he's got, take a look at, like, the stuff I've got set aside. But, you know, when it's just me there, I can't really go through and do all that, you know? Did we get the other side? Probably not. No, we didn't. This train is deceptively big. I thought we were almost done with it, somehow. It's like, wow, we're making really good time on this train. It's like, oh, no. That's because I did all the tops of everything and didn't do any of the inside bits. Oh my god, I'm literally fighting the stick drift. I don't know if you can tell, like, if I'm... I don't know if you can tell at some points, but I'm having, like, difficulty, like, turning to the left, right. Yeah, I know my right's from left. I know. I was testing you. Oh, it's the front that's really dirty. Okay. The run board? What? Why is this run board so dirty? Is it like the outside? Holy shit, we didn't get this. I don't even know what we cleaned there. You know, I just have to say, I'm so excited. Because, like, this stream is the first one in a long time where I haven't had to, like, sigh and give you some just horrifying news of how they've brutalized Star Wars. It's just like, yeah, like, I mean, we've still got the same amount of damage, but nothing new. The dragon fruit one was also pretty good. Are you talking about vitamin water? There was a dragon fruit one? I haven't tried the dragon fruit one. It sounds awesome. I am big jelly. We definitely didn't have that. I would have remembered that shit. Because again, it sounds awesome. I feel like it's an old person thing to get excited about vitamin water, but I don't even care. Like, it's just so good, man. I feel like everyone should give it a try and they'd like it. You know, I'm sure they got a flavor for you. I didn't even... Alright, so this is weird. I'm from Florida, but I don't really like oranges. Like, they've always kind of grossed me out. But, like, the orange flavored, what the hell is dirty? Oh, it's still that. But the orange flavored fucking vitamin water? Man. That's delicious. Yeah, people always think I'm weird because I don't like oranges. But it's like, it's got that weird, nasty skin on it, you know what I mean? Like, not the skin of the orange, but like, that inner skin. If it doesn't have pulp in it, then yes. But most orange juice has pulp in it, so... It's like, ugh. You soiled it for me. Where is this dirty? This is just not dirty. Shut the fuck up. Okay, we're hunting for non-existent dirt, people. I don't get it. Where would this be? This is literally the cleanest... Oh, I see you, you dirty bastard. There we go. That's the run board. Okay. Signal lamp. There we go. Also, I mean, I know that I said that... Well, I mean, I guess we're not really going to talk about Star Wars in this episode, but... I am thinking about doing a video on it, like a... So, there was this comedy special that Jerry Seinfeld, did back in the 90s, I think, or early 2000s. One of the two. And... Or, maybe it was the... I don't... Whatever. Regardless, it was a stand-up special that Jerry Seinfeld did. And it's called I'm Telling Y'all for the Last Time. And it was basically him running through all of his, like, material that he was just done with, you know? Like, all of it, that his, like, regular stuff, he wanted to go ahead and, like, put it to bed and come up with all new bits, basically. So, I feel like I need to do something like that with Star Wars. Just an all-encompassing video that just goes over everything. Because people don't understand. Even, like, then again, I don't know, because the people who are telling me this stuff aren't clearly that big of Star Wars fans. They seem like Disney Star Wars fans. And that tells you all you need to know. No offense to like normal Disney Star Wars fans out there, of course. I'm talking about the deranged ones that feel like they need to defend every little bit of Disney Star Wars. But I mean, if you like it, and you can be like, you know what? I personally like this a lot, but I can see how someone would dislike this. You know, you're the normal ones, and you're fine. I'm not talking about you, and I think that when most people shit on Disney Star Wars fans, they're not talking about you either. But they just did not understand the Force whatsoever. Like, I don't get this whole the Force is a living being, basically. Like, it's sentient. It's not. I'm sorry. There was Mortis, like, from the Clone Wars TV show. But as I've said, like, a million times before, that is not canon. And there's, like, some Legends books, but they're not, like, good Legends books, from what I understand. That, like, portray the Force as some kind of living being. But it's just supported nowhere, and it's dumb. And I understand there's like a will of the Force and everything, but that can be explained with the Force not like actually being alive. I don't know. Like that, I feel like I need to go over, and like what balance of the Force means, because there's a lot of crazy ass answers people give for that, but there's only really one that makes any good sense. But like I said, this is not the time or place for it. I'm really not interested in doing so. Because like I said, it's like the Jerry Seinfeld stand-up thing I was telling you about. Like, I'm telling y'all for the last time. But I'm not right now, I guess. But yeah, it needs to be done at some point. Just to end some of this ridiculousness. I also feel like I need to teach people what unreliable narrators are. Or the whole concept of you shouldn't believe literally everything that you hear. Because, you know, I've had people say that, like, what was it? Oh yeah, that because Qui-Gon was like, oh, I believe that Anakin his birth was the will of the Force. They're like, oh, that means it has to be exactly like that. It's like that's what you call a guess. It's a character guessing. You know, I said I wasn't going to talk about Star Wars, but I just went on this, like, mini rant. We're just going to cut it off right there, real abruptly. Because I feel like I could save that for the, I'm telling y'all, for the last time. Yeah. A lot of stuff needs to be gone over. I don't see. That's the thing. Is I'm just kind of so because of the Acolyte and all of that. It's just like I don't even want to talk about it. I want to pretend it doesn't exist for like a little bit, you know. Give me time to grieve, because it's big dead. Big dead. Let's see. Is there anything? Well, you know what? Actually, I will talk about something I want to talk about that's kind of related to Star Wars, but also isn't Star Wars. Let's start to talk about that. Yeah, I know you're not too big of a Star Wars fan, or one at all, really. The Lego games are fire, let's be honest. But yeah, so what I was talking about earlier with like unreliable narrators or characters that you shouldn't trust in media. And here, we actually will use Star Wars because it's a really good example. So, well, I guess first we'll start with Tom Sawyer, because that kind of is like the unreliable narrator. So, if you're not familiar with Tom Sawyer, he's basically just this dickhead who does kind of whatever the fuck he wants, whenever the fuck he wants. And he always finds a way to try swindling people or like pulling one over on them, basically. He's just a dickhead, okay? That's his character. Very selfish, very out for himself. But sometimes in the story, he will describe... Yes, Tom Sawyer. You know, he gets high on you in the space he invades, he gets by on you. Do-do-do-do-do-do. No? Okay. Plus 150 points if you get that reference. But yeah, anyway. He's just a real dickhead. But there are times that you can't trust what he's saying because of plus 150 points to you. Otto, congratulations. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. But yeah, you can't trust some of the stuff he says just because of his character. Like, that's his point. Is just, you know, to be a dickhead. So, I can't really think of a great... Well, I mean... Yeah, I guess I can't think of a great example from the story because it's been so long since I've read the book. But with Palpatine, I can give you a pretty good example. So, pretty much any time that he says anything to anyone, he's not saying it out of sincerity. So, like, think about when Padme, and I know this means nothing to you, Otto, but I'm sure you'll be able to follow along just based on how I'm going to tell it. So when Padme escapes Naboo and meets up with Palps on Coruscant, of course he's like, oh, you know, I'm so glad you're okay, and you should stay here and declare a vote of no confidence in Chancellor Valorum. Okay, so let me explain to you this right here real quick. He was not happy to see Padme. Quite the opposite. His plan was supposed to have her stay on Naboo, sign the treaty, and be a puppet to the Trade Federation. That was more or less his plan. And when she escaped, that threw everything out of whack. That wasn't supposed to happen. But he goes and he plays it to his advantage because he knows that while she's here, there's no way he's gonna be able to, like, silence her, basically, and people are gonna know that something is afoot. But he also knows that in order for there to be any real action done, there would have to be an investigation by the Senate, which would take time. And Padme, doesn't have that time. But Palpatine not only has the time, in all seriousness, I'm listening, I have the book. The Phantom Menace? Like the novelization of the book? Well, I hope I'm doing this justice for you here, Otto. Oh, Tom Sawyer. Oh, okay. Hey, maybe you could read Tom Sawyer. I'd tune in. But anyway, like I was saying, Palps knows that he can use the whole no confidence to get himself to be the Chancellor. Okay, so he's not telling Padme this in the way that we think he is. He's not being, like, helpful to her cause. No, he's playing the situation to his own needs in order to make things better for him. But in the guise of he's helping. Okay. And the reason I bring this one up is because I'm going to bring up next the whole Plagueis story that he was telling Anakin. And I had this argument with this guy who was saying that Palpatine is absolutely telling the truth there. And it's like, he could be. It's possible. There's nothing that necessarily disproves this in canon, but there's nothing that proves it. And given the background context of, we know Palpatine is a bad guy, right? We know that he is going to be the Emperor, and we know that he is trying to seduce Anakin to his side. Okay, the dark side. So, I think that it would be a little hard to say that he is 100% telling the truth in this moment. Like I said, he could be. But given that he's pretty unreliable, I don't know if you can say that. Which was a point that was very, very, very lost on this person. Didn't really understand that at all. Oh, that was one of the things that was lost on this person, I should say. But we're not going to get into all of that. But yeah, no, I just wanted to say you can't trust everything that you hear from a character in the movie. Like, some things, yes. If it's like matter of fact, yes. But there are some things that are not so matter of fact that people like to take as facts. So yeah, I hope I did that whole thing justice, where it's like, try to be a bit more critical, like when going over, like this was something else I saw that was really dumb. Someone was saying that Anakin couldn't have been the chosen one because Obi-Wan Kenobi said, "You were the chosen one, Anakin," and "were" is the past tense. And that's just... Duh. It's like, that's... Alright, you've got Kenobi, who is absolutely heartbroken that his Padawan has fallen to the dark side, and has, like, murdered fucking children and strangled out his girlfriend. Like, yeah, I think he's gonna be like Anakin. You're beyond redeemable now. You know. But it's just like, that's not it, though, you know? Like, obviously we know he's not beyond redeeming. And you can't take that as fact. Again, that's his emotional opinion in the moment. And I mean, I guess you would say that regardless, he still believed Luke to be the chosen one based on, well, everything else, but I don't know. Just wanted to throw that little thing out there. Again, just be critical. Or if you're not critical, you can sound like a fool very easily. Very, very, very easily. Like that one guy did. Trying to tell me that things people just kind of throw away and say are absolutely true without anything to back them up. And then when you think about it critically, it's like, ooh, that don't look so good. Okay. I think we're gonna call it an episode here for today. Thank you so much for watching, Otto. Thank you to anyone else who may have tuned in and didn't chat with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you to the YouTube crowd for all of the likes and for all of the views on that one clip. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Alright, you have a good night too, Otto.